Welcome back to day 2 of my greenhouse project. Today we're going to be working on more leveling and possibly building, starting to get the wood in. I don't know. I have a few things going on today other than this project, so I'm trying to work around it and get as much done as I can. So behind me you can see that I've got a lot of dirt just kind of piled up here. I did a lot of digging around the edge to kind of get it more level, because apparently it was not as level as it should have been, and I wanted it to be level because if it's not level, the project is could be a fail. So I am gonna kind of dig out the rest of the inside part to match the levels that I did on the outside. Some parts were having to be built up, like this corner here needed more dirt, and those corners here and here needed to be dug down a lot more. So I'm just going to be kind of working on that and trying to flatten it all out. And it's not going to be able to be as perfect, of course, but the main part I wanted to get as perfect as possible was the outer parts, because that's where the wood is going to be sitting. The inside isn't as big of a deal because either we're going to leave it dirt and level it out as much as I can, or we're going to end up putting stepping stones or mats on the inside, so it doesn't really matter. But just trying my very best to level it as best as I can. So we're gonna see how quickly we can get that done. Wish me luck. All right, so sorry about how I look right now. That work is sweaty work. It is sweaty work. But anyways, we got it completely leveled out. I'm so happy. It looks really good. I think that only took about an hour, maybe? Or 45 minutes. That's really good. So honestly, from here, the next step would be building. And I am trying to get my dad's help for later today, because I have something at 3 o'clock and probably gonna go till 4. And so he's off work today, and so I'm gonna see if he can help me either get wood and start kind of planning stuff. So as far as right now, there's nothing else that has to be done because I don't have the wood. This was the very first step that I needed to get done, and now that that's completely done, which is so exciting, that means we can start building. I'm gonna let him know where we're at, see what his thoughts are on helping me later today, and we'll go get the wood if it works out today. It's looking so good. I really did not think that I was gonna have to dig that much into the ground, but apparently our yard is very unlevel, so I'm just glad it's done. All right, so me and my dad just went to Menards today and got the wood that we need for the base, the bottom of it. The skids is what they're called. So this is what it's looking like. These are 4x4x8s, 4x4x12s. And I would say I did a pretty good job at my digging. The only issue we have here is that they hang over just a little bit, so I'm gonna have to do 3 inches more of digging, but that's not even a problem. But they look so good. I'm really excited. I did really good though with my length from here, my 12-inch length, 12-foot length, sorry, from there to there. The 8-foot is the only one that isn't exact, but otherwise it looks so good. It's literally feeling so real because we now have the wood that we're gonna start building, and I'm so excited. This part right here has a little bit of a dent in it, so we're kind of just gonna flip that under, and then we're gonna have that on the bottom side, so it'll be fine. It won't be noticeable. A friend of ours actually has like a big circular saw that we're gonna borrow from him some point soon, so I'm gonna try to get that within the next few days. I don't know what my actual work schedule is gonna be like, so we're gonna try to get stuff in as much as we can, kind of be working on this. So the next thing would just be finishing that extra like 3 inches of cutting along the side, and then getting the saw and then cutting into the wood and fitting them together. So that's gonna be exciting. I'm probably gonna have my dad help me with that, or you know, I'm an independent girl, I can use a saw. I've used saws many times, so I might just do that by myself. When I tell you I budgeted out every single thing that I needed, and it's about like a $670 project, which is way better than, what is it, like $1,000 or more for like if you buy a pre-made one from like Home Depot or Menards. So like $670 greenhouse is not bad. But I just went to Menards today and my total was like $120. And I was like, what the heck? 4 pieces of wood. Well, I got 5. This is apparently something I needed. It's to kind of put in the sides here to make sure like that the wind doesn't like blow them over or anything like that. So that my dad said we probably should get that, so I said okay, fine. But so like 5 pieces of wood for like 100 and something freaking dollars is not ideal, but whatever, I guess. Well, okay, the 5 pieces of wood by themselves were like $70, which is okay. But then I got nails or screws. I got a 5-pound thing of screws, and that was like $30. And then individually got some a lot thicker screws for the skids, because my dad said you shouldn't just do the regular ones, you might want to do more heavy duty. So I said okay, fine, you know better than I do. So then I got those, and so that was why it came up to that price. But still not what I was expecting, but it's okay. Hopefully it's not going to turn into a $700 project. Just lugging this big circular saw, or whatever it's called. I just got it from some friends of ours, and this means that we're gonna be doing some cutting today, and I am so excited. So in the last clips I was telling you that we got our wood, and I'm really excited to start cutting. My dad is unfortunately not available today because he has work, but my sister, who is really good at woodworking and loves this kind of stuff, she's used this saw many times. They built a shed by themselves. She's gonna be helping me today. I've only used a circular saw, or whatever kind of saw you want to call this. Sorry, I don't know the actual names of all these things. I've only used one of those maybe once, but I was using it for like a few hours, so like I kind of got the hang of it. So I'm excited to do that again and kind of learn how to use it better and harness my skills. But yeah, so the first step that I need to really do is just end up cutting that extra like 3 inches that I was talking about. So I'm going to do that now, and then when she comes out, she's going to reteach me how to use this, and then we're going to get to cutting. You can see the edges line up perfectly both ways. Ooh, so crisp. Perfect. Okay, so it turns out we were using the wrong saw for the first cuts. We just need a circular saw. Easy peasy. I know how to use this. We're gonna do 1 3/4 of an inch slice down on the wood, and then like multiples of them, and then use a chisel to get it out. Exactly where the line is. Get some hearing protection. Yeah, that kind of hurt. Yeah. Just cut my very first cut. Looks pretty good, I'd say.
Basically, how far away
you
do you
don't
want
have
them?
to do this, but I prefer doing it just so I know that like my lines are kind of straightish, and then I'm gonna not get any kickback. Just draw a bunch of lines. Don't usually want to go above. I mean,
How thick do you want them? I mean,
I wouldn't go above an 1/8 or so. But it's also more lines to cut.
Yeah.
So do whatever you want. It's gonna be a lot of cuts.
I know.
It's okay. So I'm thinking once you cut all of them, we'll get the saw
And we'll go lower.
cut them the rest of the way, and then we'll break them.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking too.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Hey!
Look at this. Isn't this fun?
It's a new instrument.
Wait, no, this is the fun part. You want to see the fun part?
You get to act like an ancient person building something.
Yeah,
and
but
get
are
to
you
tap
ready?
it.
Are you ready for the fun part?
Oh wait, yeah.
You want to do it? Bam. No, you go like that. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
And then crack. So satisfying. They just come out.
Oh yeah, that's
And
what
then
I
do
was
it in the
wanting.
middle here. Crack.
Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Just now realizing how long this is gonna take.
This would be a lot easier if it was sharp. Try to get the top amount before you go for the whole bottom area, because it's easier if you don't have to fight this stuff on top. I'd always pull that out at class, and I'd secretly do it because I wanted it to be good. But my teacher was like, "You don't need to do that." I was like, "But I want to."
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so we have every single one of these notched. These are the short ones, and these are the long ones. So the only issue that we ran into was that 2x4s, of course, aren't exactly 4 inches long, and that means the cuts, when we fit one on top of the other, so like when we put it here, it's too wide. Like this part is too wide to fit like this. Like if you look at me holding like this, like of course that's not the exact same size, but you get the fact that like it's not the exact same. So what we're gonna end up having to do is mark every single one of them where they lay and then cut probably back in a little bit on all of them, which is unfortunate. We finished cutting all the lines, then using the chisels to scrape them out, and then we sanded them down a little bit. But now we're gonna have to do, yeah, we filed them, and now we're gonna have to go back a little bit, unfortunately. So yeah, go out more. I'll place it this side first. Okay, I say we mark them like 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 3, 4 and 4, so that when we cut them, we know where they go.
Yeah.
So we have these like cracks here, and then it's overlapping here, if you can see that. So we need to take these back more, and then same with these parts on pretty much all of them. That's perfect. All right, so we are officially done with today's portion. We notched it, leveled it, screwed it. The notching took the longest time, probably 4 hours or more. It is currently 8 o'clock, and pretty sure we started this around 1:30, so if that tells you anything. We did have a dinner break in there for like a 30 to 45 minute dinner break, but other than that, it was completely used to be building this. So this is where we're gonna leave off in this episode. The next episode is doing the walls and making the frames for the walls, and I'm really excited for that because that means I get to use the saw, and we didn't get to use it today. We just ended up using the circular saw, but I'm really excited. But yeah, so that's it for today. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.